need to change the thumbnail and everything, and we'll be good to go. Oh, and my headset. I gotta get my headset. Alright. Okay, the stream's looking good. Alright. Let me change the thumbnail first, then we should be good to go. Everything is in order, and I just need my headset. Where is it? Crap, where's my headset? There it is. Alright guys, you should be able to hear me now, even though nobody's on here because I haven't made the stream public yet. Just need to change this thumbnail, then we will be ready to go. And so, I woke up this, or I'm going to tell the story when I'm live, but it will be funnier when everything is ready. Alright, let's get to YouTube Studio, and we will be ready to go. No, I literally woke up this morning to 198, because that's what I was at yesterday. I don't know what changed. Alright, let's get to studio and change this up, and we will be ready to rock. I am so ready. Oh, I need to put my Joy-Cons on the thing. Hold on. Alright, Joy-Cons are on the controller. We are ready to roll. Okay, content. Live. Should be under unlisted. Correct, it is. Yep, everything is looking beautifully. Alright, change this to that. Need to upload a thumbnail. It should say today. Yep, new photo. Open it. There we go. Save the changes. Come on, save the changes. I'll make it public. I forgot to make it public. Dang it. Alright. Did it work? That's the one thing about Studio on my laptop I don't understand. It never works properly. Yep, it worked. Alright, let's change this thing to public. 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 Done. Save. Alright, we are ready to go. Alright, let's just reload this. It should say we're live, and that should be ready for everything. Yes, we are live. How's it going, guys? Alright, I just need to put this in a few servers to get the word out. Then we will be ready to go. So, how's everybody doing today? Oh, I forgot to start. I forgot to start Pokemon Violet. Okay, just need to get the word out in a few places, and we should be good to go. All right. So, okay, two of my friends are online, and then just need to get all the way down here. Alright, let's get going. How's it going, everybody? I don't know why I clapped my hands like that. I really don't. Alright. Why is it nighttime? Alright. Everything looks ready to go. Nobody's watching, but who gives a crap? Let's get this started. I think this is the Wooper outbreak. No, that's Polyswine. Or not Polyswine, the Poly whatever. Alright, so here are the rules. Okay, I'm going to have to change the date or whatever to get this going. There's no way I could play in this darkness. Yo, thanks for joining. I'm just resetting right now because I can't play in the nighttime. It's just really annoying. Like, Shiny Wooper is very obvious in the daytime, but anyway, I need to change this because we reached 201 subscribers overnight. I didn't even realize that. So, I actually woke up this morning around like 11 and had to do my schoolwork because, school is important. Stay in school, guys. And I just kind of. Okay, now it's just even darker. Whatever. If I can't change it, who cares? Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to be hatching eggs. Like, as you can see, 1, 2, 2.5 boxes. So we're going to have to get our shiny Talonflame. Or, not shiny. My regular Talonflame that has flame body on it. Or should I use my shiny one? I really don't know. So, how's it going, whoever is watching? How's your day been so far, man? Or woman? I don't know. Alright, so we got the eggs. Now I just gotta get the eggs. So we're shiny hunting Rowlet, but also, while shiny hunting Rowlet, we are also doing a Wooper outbreak. Now, I already have a shiny Wooper. I call it Mudson. It's a joke amongst a Pokemon community I'm in, the Puffin Party. But I want to get a second one because it was the only real outbreak that I really thought was cool. So let's see if this does anything. Okay, so that's stronger, so we won't take any damage. Let's get this started. Nope, that's Choodle. Alright. That's Goomy. I need to look for Woopers to knock out for the outbreak. It's in this general area. See, this is why I hate doing this at night. They really need to add a day and nighttime feature like they did to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, it was so annoying. And I know it's kind of glitchy on my end, and I'm trying to fix it, but it's all the best I can do. So we're at 30 frames per second, and we're also trying to get this Wooper thing down. But I'm just ecstatic about the fact that I finally reached 200. Like, I literally looked this morning and it was still at 198 like it was last night. Because what happened last night, funny story, right as we got to the 3-hour mark, it was right about to be the 3-hour mark. I had been streaming for 3 hours. I didn't get Rowlet. I've been looking for Clauncher the past half hour, or hour and a half, whatever it was. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just streaming. But during it, like right at the end of the stream, I do one last reset for the Clauncher. Oh, first egg. And I'm literally sounding dead in my voice. Like, I just don't give a crap. Which I really didn't because I was really tired. And not shiny. Alright. So, I don't know why it's not zooming in on the stream. But anyway. So, where are these Woopers? I feel like I need to do a poison type sandwich. I feel like this is more land. No, that's water. But anyway. So, I was just walking around in the water, the Southern Paldean Sea, I think it's called. Yeah, the Southern Paldean Sea. And there just so happened that I got the shiny right on my last one. Like, I literally had just given up. I thought it was a love disc. I seriously thought it was a love disc. So, I looked over and I was like, oh wow, look at this thing. So, I literally got ecstatic over the fact that I found the shiny right at the very end of the stream. It was hilarious. Now, only a few people have watched it, like the shiny reaction. I don't want to say I'm copying Puffin, but I kind of am a little bit by posting the shiny. But I made the thumbnail is just plain awful. Like, even I will admit that it's awful. No, that's a Psyduck. There's a Wooper. Alright. We got 2 more of these things. Oh, this is one of those terror battles. I've actually never completed one of these. Like I've never caught one of these. I mean, because there's really no point to them. Like I mean, I guess these instead of terror raid battles make sense, but like it makes no sense from a lore standpoint of how they put the lore in the game. Like, oh, these Pokemon are very strong and they belong in the terror raids. Like they're these super strong things that you can't just one hit, even though we've obviously found ways to one shot them. So I need to update this template. I need to go on Streamlabs and fix that. It should automatically update. I'm not sure though. So let's quickly get out of this. So this is just the one thing about the nighttime and all that stuff in this game. It did it just throw it right back? I was trying to call it back, not throw it back. All right, let's just there. All right, let's get. All right. Dang it! Hold on, it's making me log in to. We can just kill this thing, but it's making me log into what's it called? Streamlabs, so I can change the thing. And for some reason, I got like 2 subscribers on stream, but it didn't update it properly. I guess I have to have it open to work? Not quite sure. Shiny Hunting Grubbin, Mess Outbreaks, what is it? All widgets? Cloudbot? Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this the follower chat thing. Where is it? Follower gold. There it is. Okay. Wait, that didn't auto kill it? You think flame charge would auto kill it? Okay. So, is my PC frozen? What the heck? My laptop literally just froze. Why is it freezing? It literally says it can't respond, and I can't open anything. Dang it, Psyduck. Like, it's literally frozen. Like, the only thing I'm using this for right now is Discord and reading the chat. So, if y'all guys say anything in chat, then I'm sorry, I'll look at it in a minute. I'm gonna have to reset my laptop. Okay, let's get back to Wooper. I don't even know how many we've taken down. I'm just waiting for that one message. Alright. Not shiny. I really want Rowlet to be shiny because I went through 3 boxes yesterday. Or no, 2.5. Like today, I always go for a 2.5 on stream. That way we have 2 full things. Okay, that was the last one. I need to change these out. But anyway, so alright, eggs. You just released. I'm just releasing these now. It was really annoying this morning when I had to release the ones I hatched yesterday by hand. So I'd rather just get rid of them now. So, yet again this week, I'm starting to do, or like I did yesterday, sorry. I'm going to be streaming for 3 hours, because I feel like that's just a good number of time. Also, another thing about this, I realistically cannot tell what's Wooper in this area because of how dark it is at night. Okay. Okay, Psyducks. No. There's a Wooper. Also, oh, hey, Galaxy Gamer, how's it going? So, sorry I didn't see your chat until just now. My laptop just completely froze. Hold on, it's back up now. Hold on, let me restore the pages. See, what happened was, I actually reached 200 subscribers overnight, or in the past hour or so. I'm not quite sure which. See, what happened was this morning I woke up, I checked my every morning I usually check like how I did on YouTube, like when I post a video or something, because usually I get like 5, 10 views in the first hour or whatever. Except for my shiny reactions, like when I did my scatterbug or whatever, it just decided not to shine, or it just decided not to do well. Like I guess it's probably because how my YouTube channel is set up. I have it set to where it's the tags of the channel itself is um what? What is wrong with my laptop? There's no Wi-Fi. I'm literally on the Wi-Fi right now. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm just getting really pissed off about my laptop being weird. Cause like it says there's no Wi-Fi. Obviously there's Wi-Fi. Okay. The Wi-Fi. Turn it off. Turn it back on. I'm literally just trying to read chat, and I'm trying. No internet. There is internet. I'm using it right now. Okay, there. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fix my Streamlabs thing, because even yesterday when two people subscribed, I went from 96 to 98. And I woke up this morning to 98. And then this morning, or right before I went on stream, I saw like 2 comments on one of my shorts, because there was a guy saying, "Oh, this is cringe, this is a meme," and all that junk, like just a troll comment. And then I saw your comment about, "Oh, hey, I didn't see the shiny because you told me last night your phone was about to die," which that was out of your control. It didn't really matter to me. Like, no harm done. How do I? But oh my god, this thing is so stupid. Alright, where do I need to go? Streamlabs gallery. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this dumb. Because it still says on screen 196. And I'm just trying to fix it because I don't want people to question, like, well, you didn't fix it. It's still at whatever. Okay, something has to be wrong with the Streamlabs website. Like, it's super glitchy, and it's the only tab I have open. Alright, reset goal. Okay, well that just accidentally reset it back to 0, and now my thing's frozen again. Alright, I need to change it to road to 300, I guess. Once this thing loads. Okay. Sorry I'm being so mad. It's just so annoying having to do this while I'm also on stream. Alright. Why is my laptop being so stupid? Now it won't even... Oh my god. Why is it being so stupid? Thought there was a Wooper over there. Oh my god. Great, now my laptop's frozen again. God fucking damn it. Ugh, now it's frozen. Why is it There's only one thing open on my laptop. Why did my parents have to buy me a office laptop? Let me try this again. Streamlabs has to have been hacked or something. There's no way it's being this glitchy when it's the only freaking tab open. Open Chrome. Okay, finally an egg. What is wrong with my laptop? Okay, let's see if this one's shiny. I'm sorry about being all pissed off and all. It's just really annoying. Trying to fix my my thing. I'm trying to stream at the same time. The only thing that I was trying to do is just change it from 200 to 300. And why? It's doing that again. Okay. I don't even know if I've gotten to 30 yet. Alright, let's get to the follower bot. Nope, that's Krogan. I thought it was, what's it called? Okay. Monetize, alert box. Just take me to the dashboard. I'm trying to figure this out and none of it wants to work. There we go. Okay. Close. Alert box. Where's the follower wedge? Thank you for sticking around, Galaxy Gamer, if you are still here. Because now... Oh my god. This thing doesn't want to work. Why is it taking me to the wedges? I just want to fix my stupid follower thing. Oh my god. End goal. There. Hold on, I finally got this thing to work. Starting amount 101. Alright. 0 2024. There we go. It's finally fixed. Thank God. Thank you, Galaxy Gamer. I'm sorry about all of my outbursts and crap, but it took me so long just to fix that. Alright, let's continue. And it's the daytime now, which is good. Now I can finally see if it's purple or not. Because I really don't even know, like, what time it is. Or, well, I've been here for half an hour, so you'd think I'd be able to complete the 30 limit, the 60 limit by now. Anyway, how's your day been so far, Galaxy Gamer? Alright, one watching, 22 minutes, not bad. Ooh, 3 likes, that means somebody else was here. And I probably drove them away with all my screaming, but who cares? Oh, that's good. Hey, do you watch the Owl House? Because apparently the final episode of the entire series comes on tonight at like 9 o'clock on Disney Channel. I'm most definitely going to be watching it because I've been watching that show since the beginning and it's been amazing. Hey, how's it going, new person? Welcome to the stream of me celebrating 200 subscribers. Because, like I said earlier, I quite literally woke up this morning to 198 like it was last night. But then, literally 5 minutes before I got on the stream, I saw Galaxy Gamer had said a comment on the shiny I got yesterday. It's a video that you can see on my channel. Just click on the channel and you'll see it there. And I was at 201 subscribers, which was awesome. Yeah, it is a TV show. It's on Disney Channel. I really need to make the chat thing bigger, or probably smaller. So what we're doing right now is considered a double hunt, quote unquote. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to reach Wooper to the 60 killed thing for the mass outbreak. And then once I achieve that, I'm out of these, so let me release these real quick. So we have a total of 1.5 or 2.5 boxes today. I've already gone through 2 of the sleeves. So I'm just doing this because this morning when I went to go do more eggs, I had to go hand. I had to do it hand by hand and delete all like 100 and something of those things. Okay, I need to do some math real quick because there is 6 slots and 5 rows. 6 times 5 is 30. So that means yesterday I did like 140, 100 and at least 125 to 130 eggs from 2 boxes. And I've been doing this for a long time. I'm either slightly under odds or slightly above odds at this point because I've been doing this for a while. And I can't tell if these Woopers are. Oh, dang it, I clicked the wrong one. So, I don't know if I'm under or over odds. Oh, crap, that one has Poison Point. Poison Point isn't its hidden. No, its hidden ability is Water Absorb. Which is really weird. I can give it the hidden ability if I want to. It's really simple. I just need to give it the ability capsule. No, not the ability capsule, the ability patch. The ability patch is a really rare item you can get from the Terror Ray battles, or you can just. Wait, no. You can buy the ability capsules, but you cannot buy the ability patches. Because the ability patches are what actually give you the hidden abilities. What's that? No, that's a Choodle. That's an Azumarill. That's a Choodle. So, what have the two of you guys who are watching done today? Like, have y'all just been relaxing because it's the weekend? Oh, and by the way, one thing about me streaming, the only reason I'm able to stream 2 days in a row or stream at all right now is one, my house is empty right now, so it's quiet, so I won't have to worry about like noise and all that stuff. Because as you can see, I'm literally just using my Switch and this thing that came with it to stream. So I am quite literally just using the tools that I got. Because for some reason, you can't really stream on the Switch without like a Stream Deck and what's it called? OBS. Yeah, it's called Open Broadcast Services or something like that. Jeez, this is taking forever for me to find these Woopers. Well, there's one. I think it's because the brownness of their bodies blends in with the mud, which probably explains why you can find them so easily. I probably need to heal Talonflame's poison. Oh, well, right as I say that, it gets rid of the poison. Oh god, I just realized something. If this thing has flame body, oh no. Well, I can save before and reset the shiny if I fail it. Yeah. Most people don't actually know that apparently. That if you get a shiny, you can save in front of it. At least in this game. In older games, you can't. But like, if you save in this game in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can actually save the game and your shinies will still be there. It's really cool, and it's honestly something I'm shocked that it took them this long to add. Oh, welcome third person, welcome. So, like I was saying, you can actually save in front of shiny Pokemon in this game, and it is really helpful. But at the same time, if you forget, you're pretty much. Can you in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? I actually don't know. I don't actually have Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. The only Pokemon game. This is literally all the games I have. I have Violet, Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sonic Mania, the demo for the Kirby game, Let's Go Eevee, and Ultimate And yeah, I that's like the one game I never got on my Switch. Well, that and Shield, Sword and Shield. But see, the story behind that though is when I bought my Switch, I actually found a copy of Pokemon Sword for $30. But the thing is, I had already spent so much money on my console that I was like, no, that would be way more than I saved up for. I mean, I could go back now and buy it probably, but it probably wouldn't. I don't know if Pokemon Sword is even worth it. It seems like a good game, but I've never actually stopped and looked at if it's a good game or not. It's a Pokemon, excuse me. It's a Pokemon game, so I'm pretty sure I'd love it. I mean, there are pretty cool Pokemon in that region, but I mean, it's kind of a thing of I don't have many games on my Switch, but the games I do have, I really do love. What's it? That's a Wooper. All right, let's try acrobatics. Maybe that'll one shot it. Yep, that one shot it. No, but Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I'm gonna be really honest here. I don't know if the game's bad, but no one really liked it. Well, no, I don't think it's that nobody liked it. I think it was more of no one liked the fact that it was just a copy and paste of Diamond and Pearl. Like that is quite literally what I heard people saying, that it was just the story's kind of dumb. Okay, I will admit Pokemon Pearl was very confusing to get through without a guide. I had to look up so much stuff when I was playing through it on my own. Oh, the story's dumb in Sword. Oh yeah, I've actually seen Dan TDM play through it. It's fine. Plus, the DLC is just, in my opinion, the DLC was not worth it for everybody. I mean, oh good, we finally got down to 30. But the way I'm seeing it with the DLC is the following. They made you pay for the first part. They literally just gave you the ability to get Gigantamax Pokemon, so basically pay to win to an extent. But then on top of that, in the second part, you also got access to the legendary Pokemon. Like like I know that, for example, what was it? Tyrantrum, my favorite fossil Pokemon ever, the literal T-Rex fossil Pokemon. If you just happen to have that from your Pokemon home, like if you bring it from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, you could use it in Sword without having the DLC. Like that, in my opinion, is a really good choice. But the one thing that really sucked, in my opinion, is for people who don't have Bank or any other previous Pokemon games, they're kind of screwed in a sense. Like, why is it that you have to pay X, Y, and Z money for a game that no one really thought was complete in the first place? I mean, it's kind of like this game. They literally started to issue out refunds for people calling the game incomplete. Okay, yeah, if I do get the shiny, I'm gonna have to switch to my Pokemon called Doomshroom. See, I have a shiny Breloom, and said shiny Breloom has False Swipe and Spore, which makes it fall asleep and takes it to 1 HP, which is a really good move. Oh, I need to change out the eggs. So, anyway, there's just one part. The part of the DLC in Sword and Shield, I just find really dumb in a sense. Because it's like, why do I have to pay DLC to get access to the legendary raid dens or be able to play these raid dens with my friends or all that crap? Then there was the fact of it was so expensive too. Like, I don't even have Sword and Shield, but my friends who have it, even they were like it was way too overkill. Like, Sword and Shield was the first Pokemon game ever to have paid DLC. Like, technically speaking, those little events that they used to have could be considered DLC, like the Dark Ryan Shaman events and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and they also brought them back for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But those aren't really paid. You don't have to pay. You have to pay like gas money or whatever to go to the GameStop to get the code. Oh, speaking of which, I need to go back. I need to go by GameStop one day and get that free Lechonk. Like, I know it's just a Lechonk, but it's pretty funny. A pig that can fly. That's pretty funny. It's like a joke. It's like, oh yeah, I'll donate $10,000 to your charity when pigs fly or something. That's a joke from The Simpsons. Like, the joke itself about pigs flying isn't The Simpsons, but it's like Mr. Burns says, I'll donate to the cancer refund or whatever when pigs fly, and then a pig flies across the screen. It was funny. Alright. So, one thing I do want to do today, I honestly kind of want to see which will shine first, the Wooper or the eggs, because I've been doing this. Oh, what hit my. What hit that? What hit it? Is it storming again? Dude, it is so weird how much has been raining recently. No, that's Choodle. Alright. Where are these Woopers? Well, there's one. But one thing that's been really, really strange to me is just the amount of just stuff in Pokemon that's been going wrong. Like, for example, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was hated for how it was a carbon copy of Diamond and Pearl. Then there was the THXS fiasco of everyone being mad that not every single Pokemon was going to be in Pokemon Sword and Shield. In my opinion, though, if you really think about it, do you know how much effort it would take to actually bring... Wait, is that... No, that's not shiny. That thing is red. But it would take a lot of effort to put all 905 Pokemon into that game. It really would. However, it was found in the code of Pokemon Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. There was walking animations for every Pokemon from Generation 1 all the way to Generation 7. And then, in Sword and Shield, there were... Most Pokemon would walk around in the wild. It wouldn't show if they were shiny or not, which I thought was really stupid. But it showed them walking around. So, would it really have been that hard to bring all those Pokemon with the walking animations into Sword and Shield? Especially in the DLC. Like, they're bringing a lot of Pokemon back in the DLC, but I feel like that doesn't really need to be a thing. Like, they should have just been in the game anyway, like the ability to bring them in from Pokemon Home. Which, that's another thing that I'm kind of weirded out about. Why hasn't Pokemon Home been released yet or even announced yet? Like, okay, I will admit, it'll probably take a while for them to get Pokemon Home to the game. But the fact that the game's been out for a few months, on top of the fact that people have just been complaining about stuff. One, they patched the game, which is good. Well, they patched a few things. I personally haven't been seeing many glitches. But the things that I have seen were really kind of minor. But I do know about that glitch about where people who connected their games to Pokemon Go to get the Vivalions, that the game was bugged into thinking it erased your data. However, you're unable to access your old file. The file is still on your hard drive. You didn't physically delete it from your Switch, so it's in there somewhere, so they can retrieve it. But it's just that Pokemon hasn't really been talking about it and or released a patch yet, which in my opinion kind of just screwed themselves over to begin with. I mean, like yes, they couldn't have imagined this happening to their game, but at the same time, this brings up a question. Did they test this on an actual Switch, or did they test it on whatever hardware they have to test Pokemon out? See, one thing, I am a game developer in training, a self proclaimed one at least. Oh, hello, third person, how's it going? But one thing I can say is it's not like they're going to be building the game. Like, if they are to make a brand new Halo game, they're not going to make it on the Xbox. Like, they're not going to be able to drag and drop things in an editor on the Xbox console itself. They have to build it on a computer, and then, once they build it on the computer, they then have to emulate it of sorts on the actual hardware. So that's probably why emulators for consoles are so easy to make. Someone just leaks them online or something. I don't know. They didn't even play the game. I got a glitch outside of my house. Okay, I admit this game was rushed. All Pokemon games are rushed nowadays. I hate to admit it, but ever since X and Y, it is quite obvious that they've been rushing the Pokemon games out. I mean, in freaking X and Y, there was a literal glitch that no one could have seen coming, where if you save the game in Lumio City, your save file is literally gone. Do you actually know how long it takes to get to Lumio City in that game? It takes a good hour to get to Lumio City in Pokemon X and Y. You have to go to the first gym, you have to go to the first forest. Like, it takes a while to get to Lumio City. Oh wait, I didn't even get the new eggs. But one thing that I can definitely say is they probably didn't test this game. Like, they probably tested a few things out, but they didn't test everything. But you can't really blame them for not testing everything. I mean, they're a $1 million company, yes, but that doesn't mean they have all the manpower in the world. Like, it's crazy to think about, but it's not really ever going to be... There's never going to be a Pokemon game that's perfect. The closest we've ever gotten to that, in my opinion, is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because they did the remakes right. They put great work into those remakes. Like, but then they kind of screwed everything up in Diamond and Pearl. Or Platinum. Platinum came after Heart Gold, I think. I don't know. Man, this is taking forever. Someone in my class got a glitch where it was T-posed. Okay, that is just a massive oversight. Seriously, how does that even happen? See, it's just one of those things where it's like, as a learning game developer, I can kind of understand why it can be like that. I mean, you got to think here. This is their first game, or their first attempt at a open world Pokemon game. Usually their first attempt isn't going to do good. Okay, with every glitch that people have seen, yes, it ruins the immersion sometimes. But when you're actually out in the wild like I am right now, there really isn't much that's happening that makes me break the illusion of, hey, I'm in this massive world filled with creatures of legend and all that stuff. Like, it's a really good game, in my opinion. I love this game. It's worth the $60. The DLC, that's up in the air because we gotta wait all the way until November, which I find really stupid. Like, at that point, this is my personal opinion on when you should announce something for gaming. Whenever I complete my first ever game, whether it be, well, I'm not going to give out the names because I don't want anybody to steal the idea, but whichever one I finish first, I'm not going to announce a single thing about it till I know it is 99% done. Like, that is just my personal opinion. I won't announce anything. No one will know that it even is in existence. Nothing. But then once I know it's actually working, like, I know that I could ship this out in the next 2 months or whatever. Then I will start advertising it. Like, there's no point in advertising something that's not even fully complete yet. I think I need to get some water soon. That's the one thing I forgot to get today. Literally everything was ready except for water. Dang, this second person's been sitting here for a while. Nice. Alright. Let's see. How many eggs is that? 2. How many more Wooper until I can get the Oh, there we go. Alright, that's 2. That's 3. Fourth one, and then we should be ready to go for the resets. Okay, so to explain what I'm doing here. Now that I've gotten 3 or 4 outside of the thing, we can now reset. Resetting resets all the spawns, and it increases my chance of a shiny Pokemon. So now we have our Rowlet. Okay, and now, we still have to hatch eggs, so I'm gonna keep what's his name on the team, Talonflame. Oh, we got 4 people in the chat. Welcome everyone. Welcome to my 200 subscriber celebration. I woke up this morning to 200 subscribers. And of course it's starting to glitch out again. Dang it. But anyway, welcome. We had just got to the mark where we can reset the picnics. So now we're just looking for a purple speck in the dirt. Or, yeah, it is purple. Alright, we got some Woopers over here. They're not shiny. Alright. You're not shiny, unfortunately. I wonder which one do you guys think is going to shine first, the Rowlet or the Wooper? Because technically speaking, the Wooper have the better odds. Because they're 1 in 512. Yes, I have the shiny charm. However, Masuda method is 1 in 600 something because I have the 4 in Ditto and the shiny charm and all that stuff. And because of that, I'm questioning... Wait, what was that? Oh, that was a regular Wooper. Alright. Like, let me actually make a poll real quick. Who do you guys think will shine first? Who do you guys think will shine first? I personally think it's probably going to be Wooper or Whoopie Boy. Alright. Alright, let's ask the community. Who do you guys think will shine first? I'm going to end the poll in a good 5 minutes, I think. Alright, doesn't look like we have a shiny Wooper here right now, so I think we're going to reset. Yeah, we probably need to reset. Wait, what's that over there? Nope, that's Tag Bulb. Nope. Oh, we need to change out the boxes too. Dang, we've gotten through a full box. It's still no shiny Rowlet. Like, that's crazy to me that there's no shiny Rowlet. Like, it's kind of taking a toll on me. Alright. It's really annoying, kind of, honestly, how long Rowlet's taking. Owlbert versus Whoopie Boy. So, I'm not going to actually call it Owlbert. I'm calling it Owlbert because I'm really excited for the final for the Owl House tonight. Like, seriously, I love that show. I'm really mad that the Owl House got screwed over by Disney Channel. Like, seriously, they really screwed that show over. Anyway, let's get back to the eggs. Oh, and we need to picnic reset. Oh, and this third person's been sitting here for a while. Thank you for sitting through. Alright. Alright. So for those wondering what we're looking for, it is on the thumbnail of the stream, but it is a purple or a light purple-ish Pokemon. That is what we're looking for. So, for those wondering why I'm shiny hunting this again, see, I already have one, but the thing is, this was the only Pokemon I saw fit to shiny hunt today since it was in it was one of my outbreaks. So I actually know a good way to actually how to reset outbreaks. It's actually a really cool trick. See, what happens is you got to go into your settings. Then once you've gone into your settings, you got to scroll all the way down to your time. But you don't actually have to change the time at all. You just have to scroll over to OK. Then you click it, and then you go back into the game, and then bam, your outbreaks and your terror raid battles have reset. It's actually a really good way to farm the 6-star raids once they're out. Like right now, I believe the Samurott is still out there. It's honestly really cool. So, doesn't look like we have a shiny right now. I'm looking on the screen, there's a few over there. Oh, we got an egg. So a good majority of you guys are thinking that the owl will shine first. I really hope that the Rowlet will shine first, because seriously, that would be awesome. I've been looking for this thing for the longest time, and it's just so annoying how long it's taking. So, how many eggs is that? I think that's only the first one. Alright, let me check around one more time, just make sure that there's no shiny. Okay, and also, a question. What should I do if the Wooper shines first? Do you guys want me to just focus on the eggs, or do you want me to reset for another outbreak and then find something else to hunt? Because we've only been on for an hour, or just about an hour. And I really am willing to stream for another 3 hours today. I have nothing to do. I mean, heck, I might honestly stream for 6 hours. I don't know. The only reason I really streamed for 3 hours yesterday. Oh, okay, I'll do a different outbreak. And no shiny. Okay, I'm gonna reset for Wooper again. Or it's probably going to tell me you can't do it so close to people. I don't know why that guy's there. It's so random. Alright, let's go over here by the outbreak. See, one thing about this that I don't understand is why do they allow outbreaks in just the middle of an area where the Pokemon actually spawns? Like, okay, that sounds stupid. Let me rephrase it. There should be like a specific outline of where the outbreak is, because I cannot tell which ones are outbreak Wooper or just spawned here because this is the natural spawning place of Wooper. And I really need to reset Wooper, because Wooper is probably not going to show up in this batch right here. Well, this one just spawned in. Alright, let's go over here. Okay, the eggs are just hatching a lot today. Alright, let's just end the poll right now. It's been 5 minutes. And we have a winner. I will do a different outbreak, and we all think that Owl was going to shine first. But now the real question, do you think it's going to shine in this box, this set of owls, or do you think it's going to shine, oh well, that was the last of this box. So I guess the question is it going to shine in this box or the battle box? So I invented my battle box because I was originally going to start doing competitive battles, but it takes way too long to make a competitive team when I can just make it on Showdown and keep doing that. I know I sound lazy, but hey, I really don't have much time to do it. Like, now, if I could just easily create one of these competitive battle teams, I would, but it takes so much to set up, so much money. It just takes a lot out of you. Wait, what's... Yeah, that's not it. I was looking at that pink blob. That's a piece of grass, I think. Also, I have another question. If I were... Well, no, I'm not going to do a Terror Raid battle live, because then people might try to stream snipe it or something. I don't know. But if I had enough to do sandwiches, like a shiny poison sandwich, would y'all guys be mad if I did that? Like just to increase my odds ever so more? Cause those make my odds way better. Those make me have better odds than the masuda method. Alright, doesn't seem like I have a purple Wooper anywhere around here. Alright. So, what to be mad at? Okay, to explain what I mean, why people would be mad. So, for some reason, there are people in the Pokemon community that say getting shinies because of sandwiches is stupid. But I mean, you could say the same thing about chain fishing in Generation 7 or Gen 8 or not 8 or 7, Gen 6. Increasing your odds are increasing your odds. And I admit they're very low odds, but at the same time it's not guaranteed. I mean, I had a 1 in 200 chance to find a shiny Bellsprout during a catch combo thing in what's it called? Let's Go. I literally sat there for 4 hours and got nothing, and I gave up at midnight because I was so mad at myself for wasting my time. Yeah, I'm one of them. Prefer 1 in 4,096 odds. I honestly can respect that, but in my personal opinion, I'd rather have the better odds if I can get them. I mean, truth be told, I bought Switch Online for the most part just to complete my Pokedex, but at the same time, I can play Mario Kart online, I can play Smash Bros online, I can I can do a lot of things. It's really really fun. All right. Are we at 3 or 2? No, we're at 3 people watching. All right. I think this is the last bit for this outbreak thing. Probably need to reset because it doesn't seem like there's a purple Wooper anywhere. I want it to be special. See, that's why most people just don't like sandwich odds because they think it's not quote unquote special. I mean, truth be told, we're literally just goo goo eyeing over a differently colored sprite, so I don't really think that it really matters how you get it. There's no guaranteed way to get a shiny Pokemon. The only real way to get a guaranteed shiny Pokemon is those when you complete the Pokedex in Generation 5, or the shiny Gyarados that's part of the Gen 2 story, or that side quest with Ponyta in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Those are the only small examples of being able to get a guaranteed shiny Pokemon. Alright. Do you guys think it'll be shiny? Let's find out. Okay, and after this, I need to go get some water. My throat's starting to become dry. Alright. I'm gonna leave this egg on the screen real quick. I need to go get some. Excuse me. I need to go get some water. I'm back, everybody, and I do not know why my Rowlet thing is so blurry. Is it frozen or... Alright, I think we fixed it. Alright, and it's nighttime again. That sucks. Okay. Doesn't seem like any of these are purple, but it's like a bright purple. I wonder if in the Pokédex if I could like look at the shiny colors. I might be able to show you what it looks like. You're not shiny. Hopefully we get it today, the shiny Rowlet. You can? Oh. Okay, I'll look at the Pokédex real quick. Alright. Alright, let's look then. Alright, let's look at details. Nope, that's not it. Why doesn't it say it's shiny? You have it if after you have it. I do have it. What is it doing? It should say I have a shiny Wooper. I have a shiny Wooper. Hold on. Like, there's a good bit of Pokemon I have that are shiny. After you have it, I do have it. I have a shiny Wooper. Like, it should do it for Gardevoir, too. See? It should have that little arrow. But it doesn't have it. I have a complete Pokédex. I know I have a shiny Wooper. I know for a fact I have a shiny Wooper. See? There it is. That's what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for, guys. This is what it looks like normally. And this is what we're hunting for. Alright. Let's see if we can get the shiny now. And the other person left. Oh well. Doesn't look like we have one right now. But see, like I showed you. Oh, why am I hunting it if I already have one? Because I just want another one. See, the only reason I originally got one was because I was doing a poison sandwich and I was trying to get Revivroom. Since that failed, I went over here and I happened to get a shiny Wooper. But now I'm hunting it again because it was the only Outbreak that I saw that was pretty cool. And honestly, I'd love to get another shiny Wooper. Even if I get a different shiny Pokemon, that'd be pretty cool. And I know it sounds stupid, but I mean, shiny Pokemon are shiny Pokemon. So realistically, I wouldn't mind at all. Alright. Are you gonna evolve it? No. Like, okay, if I get the shiny Wooper today, then no, I'm not gonna evolve it. I already have an evolved one. See, I evolved my original one because I needed it for a Terra Raid, and I wanted to use the shiny one, because why not? Plus, I just love how shiny Clodsire looks, but I also love how shiny Wooper looks. Like, some shinies I will evolve. Some shinies I won't. For example, my shiny Charmander, I turned it into a Charizard. My shiny... this. I'm probably never going to evolve this Pikachu into a shiny Raichu. I'm never going to evolve this into a shiny Golduck. Never going to evolve this one. I might evolve this one. I might evolve this one. Definitely not evolving this one. I already evolved this one. And I might evolve this one. But when it comes to Wooper, since I already have a shiny one, or a shiny Clodsire, I don't really see a reason why it would make sense for me to shiny hunt or to evolve another one. Like, I don't mind shiny hunting another Pokemon again. I mean, I have two shiny Hoppin that I wasn't even looking for. So I guess I could evolve my second one. I don't know why it takes forever to focus. Oh wait, I need to reset. I guess in the dark, if this thing is shiny, then I could quite easily see it. But who is Hoppin? Oh, Hoppin, I think his name is Hoppini. I don't know how to really pronounce it. Let me show you. Hoppip. That's how you say it. This one. I have two of these. This one I was doing during a sandwich hunt to try to find Shroomish. And then this one, I was in a Tyranna, or that shiny spider. I was looking for the shiny spider, and this just showed up on Route 2. So that's kind of why. Then, of course, I got this one yesterday. It's still asleep. I thought when you put it into the Pokebox, in the Pokemon box, it just heals all its ailments. That's what it used to do. They are so annoying. Yes! On Route 1, they were so annoying. I don't know why they put them back into this game. But I find its Pokedex entry super funny. Because it's like, its Pokedex entry literally says, the reason that this thing is found all over the world is because it gets blown all over the world. Like, it blows them from the Johto region all the way to other regions, which I find hilarious. Because it's like, oh wow, that's why this thing is so annoying and so hard to find and so easy to find. It's one of those things where it's kind of just like, it's just annoying. So I'm really hoping though that I can get my shiny Team Rocket 2.0. That's actually pretty funny. No, but I'm really hoping that I get at least a one shiny today. Because, like, there are people who will shiny hunt on stream and they get nothing, and it really kind of, like, that was kind of why I was so kind of upset yesterday. At the end of it, I was like, I was tired, and I was like, wow, I really just wasted my day, but at least I got a few subscribers. I was really about to turn this into a stream until I get X amount of subscribers. But then I woke up, and I was already at 200. So that kind of makes up for it. Doesn't look like many more Wooper around here. Probably need to reset. Alright. I mean, hey, 4 likes on the stream is pretty good. Sorry, I'm just looking at the analytics and all that stuff. I feel like it's a coin flip that either of them shine. So that's kind of a thing. Nope, no shiny yet. So, okay. I have a dumb idea. Maybe if I like wander around the world, like go to a different place while hatching these eggs, the Rowlet might shine. So, how about I hatch? How about I do what I did yesterday, and just complete the eggs, then come back to Wooper? Or should I just keep doing what I'm doing, since technically speaking I have a chance to get both of them? Like, while I'm doing this, I can also hatch the eggs. Every generation we got an evil team, but this gen we got bullies. Okay, that's one thing that I've actually been talking about with my friends. They technically stopped doing... Wait, no, they didn't stop doing evil teams. Okay, last generation, Gen 8, those weren't even really an evil team. They were just more of someone who followed around Marnie because they thought she was hot or something. or because she was the brother of, or she was the sister, pardon me, of the gym leader. But then this generation, they're not an evil team. They were. Have you actually played through the entirety of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Like, have you actually? I don't want to spoil the game for you if you haven't actually beaten the game. Oh, that's a Magikarp. Oh, so you have beaten the game. Did you actually pay attention to the story? Like, this was probably the first Pokemon game that I actually paid attention to the story. Because there's actually a really, really deep story in this game if you actually look at it. Like, most people will just play the game, finish it as quick as they can, and then, like, start shiny hunting. I mean, I quite literally. Oh, you didn't complete the Team Star one. You need to finish that. Seriously, I am telling you right now, if you actually play through it. Oh, you already know how that ends, alright. See, that's the one thing about it for me. That was spoiled for me, but at the same time, it was kind of obvious. Oh, welcome. Welcome, third person. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. You are officially you're the official third viewer of the thing. I didn't pay attention to the Team Star part. Okay, I will admit, in the beginning, I thought that it was just going to be a stupid evil team thing. However, once I actually started reading the dialogue and all that stuff, oh, I need to change the eggs. It was actually a very good story. And it actually has a really good message of sometimes the people who are seen as the bad guys aren't the bad guys. Because, I mean, they don't really. The one bad thing that I actually have seen them do is, well, that beginning part where they tried to force Penny to join. But outside of that, there really wasn't much of a bad guy part to them. But here's my theory on why they did that at the beginning of the game. See, they did it to where they made us think that they were bad people. Like, those two students were just basically trying to get more members and being like, hey, have you been bullied before? Hey, come join us. You can do whatever you want in our clubhouse or whatever. But then when you actually look at the story, you get the bigger picture of they're all just kids who were ignored by the adults in the world. Like, when they tried to get help. Like, be honest. If you were bullied in school or are bullied in school, have you ever gone to an authority figure? What have they done for you? Most of the adults just assume that you're lying or that you're just exaggerating. I mean, that happened to me. Like, back when I was in school, I don't really like telling the story. Back when I was in school, I tried to tell the teachers and stuff that this kid was bullying me, but they didn't listen. And by the time that they actually did, you just use your brain. No, like, this is my story. I literally slapped the kid in the face. Like, they literally made fun of me. I slapped them right in the face. I regret it to this day, kind of, because I got in trouble. But at the same time, the dude kind of deserved it. I mean, everyone was laughing at me because I got a math question wrong. But I mean, that was years ago by now, so it doesn't really matter. Middle school was so stupid. Alright. I need some more water. Hold on. I need to grab my water bottle. Alright. So, how's y'all's days going? I know I've already asked this earlier, but new people are in the chat. How's y'all's days been going? Try to spice up the chat a little bit. Not shiny, not shiny, not shiny. I wonder why they make the Woopers sit in the mud. I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's why they're covered in mud. Yeah, fun fact about Woopers, they're not actually brown. or at least they're not supposed. They originally weren't supposed to be. See, this area of the map is technically poisoned. Like the lore aspects, I just say they say other words. I'll tell the. I just say if they say another word, I'll tell to this and to him. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second to read that. But even though they don't do anything. Oh. Alright. I have a somewhat decent question for y'all. What is y'all's favorite Pokemon ever? Mine personally is probably Umbreon. I still need to finish the Score Bunny hunt, but I'd rather do Rowlet first. Victini. That's a good choice. The Pokemon of luck. Also, it's super weird how they added Victini. They're technically the first Pokemon in the Unova Pokedex, which is really weird to me. Also, they really need to make a Pokemon Legends Victini, or no, it wouldn't be Victini, would it? No, they need to do Pokemon Legends Victini, Pokemon Legends Celebi, or they need to name them different things. Like for a Johto one, Pokemon Legends The Burning Towers, and for Gen 5, Pokemon Legends The Original Dragon. Like that's as much of the lore of Gen 5 that I know. I've never played Gen 5. I really want to though. But it costs like $70 to get a brand new cartridge, or to get a used cartridge in general. And DK Oldies, I'm never buying from them because they're pretty much a scam. I mean, okay, their games aren't scams. Like buying a game from them. But buying an actual console from them is where you screw up. They do not clean them. I've seen those videos of people reviewing them. I mean, there's enough evidence for people to say that they do not actually clean those things. All right, how many eggs is that? 2 more. Oh, we hit the 1 hour mark a while ago. I didn't even notice. All right, let's keep looking around. We might get purple. We might get a purple Wooper. Or we might get a blue Rowlet. Hopefully we get the Rowlet soon. I really want to get Rowlet. Nope, not shiny. Kind of makes you guys wonder, don't it? Like, what is the... Oh, I actually was looking this up. Y'all want to know what the rarest shiny ever in existence is? So, this is a really funny thing to me. The rarest thing that is both the rarest shiny and the rarest thing that can happen in Pokemon X and Y. If you somehow get a horde of Spinda and all of them are shiny and all of them have the exact same pattern, you need to play the lottery because you are the luckiest man alive. The odds of, in Pokemon X and Y, of getting a shiny, same 6 shiny, same pattern Spinda is more atoms than there are in the universe. I mean, it is quite literally one of the hardest things to do, which is why no one ever does it. Oh, welcome to the stream. See, this is one of the things I hate. You get trapped like this, and it's so annoying. Alright. I think it's time to reset the Woopers. Oh, and we also got to change out the eggs. Dang, we've gotten through almost 2 boxes again. Okay, so I just had a thought. What if we get Rowlet early? Or not early, but what if we get it before, like, let's say this egg right here happens to be the shiny? what happens to this sleeve of eggs, or these sleeves of eggs? Do I just hatch them just because to see if they're shiny, or do I just leave them and hatch them off camera? Like like any one of these eggs could be the shiny. It's not like it's gonna be definitely this one, definitely this one. Hatch all of them. All right. Might as well get content on the stream. I mean, we're only an hour and a half in, so. Oh, I need to reset the Woopers. I mean, another thing we could do, I could do Terra Raid battles with y'all. But it's only if y'all guys are willing to. Or wanting to. Wonder why it's raining in this area. Not seeing many Woopers. I don't have Switch Online. Dang. I keep forgetting that you don't have Switch Online. I'm sorry. What's over here? Dreadnoughts and Choodles. We got a Goomy over here. Oh, I actually have a shiny Goomy, and I'm thinking about evolving it. I never evolved it. Oh, dang it, Flamigo. I kind of want to get a shiny Flamigo. Oh, and it's that weird one with the Terror Raid battles. Okay. Let's get back to this. Dang it. It knocked into me again. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I was looking at something. My friend's building something on Minecraft. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm killing this thing. And look, I'm faster. How did that not do anything? It's super effective. U-turn's not gonna do anything. See, it's not even very effective. And it's flame body activated. I don't know why I'm fighting this thing. I really don't. See, it looks like a normal Flamigo now. Hold on, somebody's calling my house. I need to go check on that. Sorry about that, guys. Spam calls are so annoying. Okay. Okay, we got new eggs and Dreadnought. Dang it. If you guys have Scarlet and Violet, what teams did y'all use in Scarlet and Violet? I'm kind of interested in that. Because I showed it off yesterday. I'll show it off again, but Kind of curious what Pokemon everyone used on their teams. Doesn't look like Wooper is spawning. Okay. You guys can see my cat in the background. Tinkaton, King Gambit, and Clodsire. Nice. What was your starter? Cat? No, shoe. Oh, you picked White Cocoa too? I also picked White Cocoa. Not gonna lie, it's kind of getting boring, but I'm gonna push on. I promised y'all guys 3 hours. I'm gonna go for 3 hours. I mean, hey, I've seen people forget what Pokemon they use. You're good. Okay. Cute cat. Was it the starter? Can't think of a cat Pokemon you can get in Scarlet and Violet. Oh God, I have a headache. Oh God. Nope. Your cat. Oh, my cat. Yeah, she's cute. She's a little kitten. Hold on, let me show you her. Shy Shy, come here. Come here, baby. Shy Shy. Come here, Kiki. Come here, Kiki. That's my kitty cat. So y'all guys just got a little sneak peek at my little kitty cat. Alright, let's get back to the stream. No Wooper. Oh, let me fix this. Okay. Doesn't seem like Wooper wants to spawn. Do 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 do. Stop messing with her. I'm surprised she didn't walk behind the camera last stream. But then again, I guess I had a better setup. Like, it actually zoomed in and stuff. There we go. And it's frozen again. Or blurry again. Okay. Seems like this game is at night forever. Like, why does this game take forever to become daytime again? It's so annoying. Not shiny, of course. What's my switch on? 50%, jeez. Or 40, or... No, it was at 48, my bad. Alright, so... My iPad is actually charged today. So... Oh dang, that's on 44% as well. Okay, so... What I'm planning is go to 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Either one. Alright. Tag bulb. I kind of just really want to get a shiny Pokemon again. Because it was great getting a shiny Pokemon yesterday. Mudbray. I don't think y'all ever answered my question. Would y'all rather me stay around here and continue hunting for Wooper while getting the eggs hatched? Or would you rather me hatch the eggs somewhere else, but also come back to the Wooper after I hatch all the eggs? Because we only got a few sleeves left. Kitty, come here. Yeah, because we only have 3 left after this one. So I guess it doesn't really matter in the long scheme of things. I guess I'm going to just stick to over here, since realistically it's not going to take that long to finish the rest of these eggs. Then we will be mainly focusing on the hunt. And I'm shocked at how many people have just been sitting here for a while. I wonder how many people have actually showed up. Because, like, okay, I actually looked after yesterday. Apparently 26 different people came to the stream, which was shocking. Alright, time to reset. Not enough room. Oh, but right beside a rock. That's just right. $26. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, the viewership is at 3 people, but it keeps going up and down from 2 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2. So 26, like over the 3-hour time period, 26 different people came in and out of the stream. And then overnight, 53 people. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That has to be wrong. Because let me look at it right now. Like, I can look at it on my channel. I'm looking at the live section of my thing. In 24 hours, 65 different people. Oh, I've reached 202 subscribers. Nice. But over 65 people of the original, like, originally at the end of the stream it said 26 people had watched the stream. And now it says after the stream is over, 65 people have watched the stream. Which is wild to me. And now it's back down to 1 person. That's weird. See, that's what I'm talking about. What's so weird about it. It's like now those 2 people left. And, like, see, that's the weird thing about YouTube to me. It's like, or people in general. Those 2 people stuck around for, like, what, half hour? And now they're gone once I mentioned the dang viewer count. Like, it's so weird to me how that works. Like, oh, just because I mentioned the viewer count. Oh, hey, welcome, new person. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like we were just at 3 people, then 2 of them left, and now a new guy has come along. And then last night, it showed me that 26 different people across YouTube watched. They just left, came and went. And then overnight, it's now at 65 people have watched my stream offline. So that means a good 32 people, let's say about 32 different people found my channel from me streaming yesterday and watched. Like, and that's crazy to me. So it's like, some of my Pokemon content does well, some doesn't. I want to start doing Pokemon content, really. Like, for a little while, then swap back to Minecraft if I have an idea. Like, does that make sense? See, I am a mainly Minecraft channel. But now that I've started to do some Pokemon stuff, it works. People find it interesting enough to watch for a while. Come on, go back into focus. There we go. Like it's just one of those weird things to me where it's like, why do some of my videos work? Why do some not? It's one of those weird things that I don't understand about algorithms and all that stuff. Alright, that's not shiny. How many eggs do we have left? Alright. By the way, do you know how to make a skeleton spawn? A skeleton spawner? Oh yeah, I think I have a video on that. Or I think I tried to make one, I just never released it. You do mean like, are you talking about those metal cages that spawn skeletons and then you can farm them for XP? Is that what you're talking about? Because I know how to make that. I really do. And I can make a video on it for you if you want me to. I don't mind. From the spoon. Oh, I think I know what you're trying to say. The spawner. Yes, I do know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. I can easily make that video for you tonight after I stream. Like, seriously, I will do it. I mean, once we hit... I am willing to do that. I am willing to do video suggestions. So, for you, my friend, I will get right on that video after the stream is over at 3 hours. I mean, it might take me a minute to find a skeleton spawner, but... Or I might be able to just recreate one for the purposes of the video. It will take me a minute to find... Well, no, they added spectator mode. They added spectator mode to Minecraft Bedrock, so I can probably just easily find a spawner and just replace it with a skeleton spawner. So yeah, I can do that for you, man. Or... Well, I don't know. I don't want to assume your gender. But yeah, no problem. Alright, is there any Woopers around here? Well, there's those, but it's not purple. Is Wooper even purple? Like the shiny? I can't tell if it's more purple or pink. I think it's purple. Oh, you're a dude? Alright. Sorry, it's in one of the... We live in a generation where the slightest screw up will get you canceled. So... Like, even though I barely have 205 subscribers, like I only have 202 right now, but you never know. It's kind of like, you know, people tried to cancel Mr. Beast because of his old video of how many condoms does it take to... Like, they did? What do you mean? What do you mean they did? I only just saw the they did message. See, what happened was with Mr. Beast, there was a really old video from like 5 years ago, before he even began YouTube, or began doing his giving away $10 million to this random guy challenges. He tried to see how many condoms it would take to stop a bullet, but that was like the title of it. He tried many different things, like how many bulletproof vests will it take to stop this specific sniper bullet, and all that stuff. Oh yeah, see, but you have to use commands for it. It's called /game mode. It's /game mode spectator, and then it'll allow you... You used to technically be able to, except for being able to walk through walls or whatever in spectator mode, you used to be able to turn off your hand view and your HUD in the settings. Oh my god, yeah, that was a meme, and people got so mad at him for that. And it's like, it was obviously a joke. Like, okay, like I said yesterday, I support the LGBT and all that stuff, but I don't get why people can't figure out what's a joke and what's not. Like, okay, Yes, he was making fun of people who identify as different things. Yes. But at the same time, you could tell he wasn't trying to start an uprising or whatever. It was a joke. I mean, even Matt Pat got canceled for that when he made a petition for when he did that Super Smash Brothers episode. He did an episode on Super Smash Brothers where he asked you for your gender, your what character you play as, why you play as that character, because he was trying to figure out what is the most popular character in all of Smash Bros. And people trolled because it's the internet, and they said they identified as a weaponized battle toaster. Like, that's not even a joke. That's literally what somebody put into the video. He was like, "Oh, I identify as a weaponized battle toaster," or "I identify as a brick in Minecraft. I identify as a bottle of shampoo," stuff like that, because it's the internet. And why were they getting mad at Matt Pat when he was just reading off what the internet gave him to work with? But anyway, let's get back to this stuff. See, I'm just always one of those people. I have pretty much have paranoia disorder, so I'm always so scared of random things. Like, for example, there's a cat that lives outside of my house. It's a feral cat. It always rubs its head against the window over near in this room, and it scares me at midnight. I mean, it's like it's slamming its head. It's like that. I just knocked on the table I'm using. It knocks its head on the window at night because it wants to come inside. It's not going to come inside, but is that? No, that's Kroger. I had a heart attack just now. I thought that was the shiny. That was funny. No, but I mean, one thing that's just hilarious to me is how we live in a world where nobody can say anything without offending somebody. Like, for some reason, like let me tell you a story about something that happened when I was at college. When I'm in college, so before class started, I had brought my Switch to school because after school I was gonna have to sit at my mom's work for a while because she wanted to go do something after school. See, what happened is I drew. I drove to her job, just sat in her office or whatever with her until afterwards because there was something we were doing that day. I can't really remember. Basically, I brought my Switch with me so after class I could just play my Switch. Oh wait, I thought that was one of those star piece things. I say if you don't like chairs, someone is gonna get offended. Yes, that is exactly how the world is. No, but let me finish my story real quick. So I was in class, and my professor. I'm in college. The professor doesn't give. I know this professor. They don't give two craps if you're whatever you're doing before class. So I was sitting there playing on my Switch, and I was hunting for iron thorns. Like, I was just sitting there in Area Zero, just looking through, just randomly looking for the iron thorns. I was trying to find it for the Pokédex, because it was one of the rarer ones to find for the Pokédex. And the girl behind me, she says, "Oh, that game sucks." Like, because it was around the time the game released. And I was like, "Okay, have you played it?" "No." So more people are just latching onto the opinion of others without actually experiencing the game. Like, I'm cool with the person now, but it's like, how do you hate something that you've never played or never experienced? Like the Mario Brothers movie. People, the critics, like movie critics around the world, gave it a 54, like out of 100. And yet, the audience members that it's actually meant to please gave it a 96. I loved it. I love the fact that the community loves it. I haven't seen it yet. I still need to see it this weekend. Or, I guess next weekend, because it is the weekend. Half the world think Pokemon is for kids. Okay, I admit, technically, yes, it is technically made for kids. However, there are some pretty dark things in this game for a Pokemon game. Heck, let me show you Gengar's Pokedex entry in this game. Like, that alone isn't meant for kids. I mean, in Pokemon, platinum. Cyrus literally gets dragged to the equivalent of Pokemon hell. I mean, there's literally a religion in this video game world. I mean, it gets to a point where it's like this game might be made for kids, but they're. Oh my God! That's the shiny! That's the shiny! Oh my God! We got the shiny Wooper! We got the shiny Wooper! We got the shiny Wooper! Let's go! Oh my God! I'm telling my story. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's Doomshroom? Where's Doomshroom? Crap! Where is it? No! 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 Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, Doomshroom, we got you. No, where is it? Oh my God! I thought it despawned. Save, 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 save. I know I saved before. Let's go! Welcome to the team! And it's a second female. I kind of wanted a male one, but who cares? Let's false swipe you. Welcome to the team, Wooper! Let's go! Okay, now we need to put it to sleep. Alright, that is awesome. We got the shiny on the 200 subscriber special. Welcome to the team. Alright, let's put this in a luxury ball. Also, for those who saw it yesterday, like someone pointed it out to me yesterday, for those wondering why I have 4 Master Balls, I did not cheat. I don't have a cheat device. So, okay, to explain myself, see, back when I was completing the Pokédex, there was this guy. Yes, there is. There are transgender characters. I'll explain that in a second. Once I. Okay. I need to put this in the box. Let's go. We got a shiny Wooper. But. So, I have multiple. I'm going to add this to the party real quick. Alright. So, okay. Let me save this. So, there are... trans Pokemon. There are actually people in the Pokemon world, like humans, that are transgender. Like, I'm being dead serious. It does exist. See, let me explain. It's theorized that the character Grusha is transgender, but that's not confirmed. People are saying Penny is transgender. People are saying that Rika is transgender. I'm not one to look at theories. I really don't know. But okay. So, but when it comes to Pokemon, there is in Pokemon X and Y, there is a legitimate trainer that is transgender. It was literally translated from Japanese, where she said she used to be a black belt, which is a trainer class, a male trainer class. But thanks to modern technology, she is now a beauty trainer. You can look it up actually. Like seriously, look up Pokemon X and Y trans trainer. Seriously, look it up. It actually does exist. Alright, well, we got the Wooper. So, okay, what do I do now? That was cool. Alright, so I think I'm going to just go wander around. Or maybe there might be another Outbreak over here that I might want. I already have a shiny Magnemite. That might be cool. That one's hard to tell, so I'm not going to go for that. Bronzong. Frostmoth. No, not that one. I'll reset the odds, or the resets real quick. You got the vote wrong. Oh, yeah, earlier that. Bro, no, but that kind of... I don't care. I got what I came for. Dude. We got the shiny. Hold on, let me edit the video, or edit the stuff so I can so I can tell the world we got it. Let's go. We got the shiny Wooper. Alright. How many characters do I have? Oh, I don't have what? Shiny. I think my sister's calling me. Hold on, guys. Wait. Oh yeah, I know you were coming down to Blue Street. What's up? All right, everyone. So, change of plans. I am going to be my brother. He's come down for college from college, and so I'm going to be spending time with him. So once we hit the 2 hour mark, in 10 minutes, I'm going to end the stream because obviously my family comes before YouTube. So I'm going to hatch the rest of these eggs, and then that's going to end the stream because obviously I want to hang out with my brother on the short time he's here. But thank you everybody who's been watching me today. I wish I would have been able to go to 3 hours, but hey, life happens. So let's hatch the rest of these eggs and I will peace out. But that is amazing how I got the Wooper. I'm really happy I got Wooper. What's this over here? Oh, that's an Iggly buff. Alright. Wait, did I switch back to did I switch back to what's it called? Hey, new person. I'm sorry to inform you about this, but so I'm having to end the stream a little early. I'm going to hatch the rest of these eggs and then I'm heading off the stream today. It's a matter of my family. I want to hang out with my brother while he's down here for Easter. So I'm going to hatch this and the rest of these eggs and then I'm going to head off the stream for today. But thank you everybody who has been supporting me through all of this. Because I got the shiny Wooper. I got the 202 subscribers today. I cannot be happier with my life right now. Thank you, everybody. Haley. Haley Solomon. Wait, is that? Wait, are you the Haley I know, like who's friends with my brother? But I got the shiny, so let me show it off in all its glory. Behold, everyone! Da 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 da. Never mind. But look, we got the shiny. Never mind. You just have a similar name to my brother's friend. But thank you everyone for watching. Let's get the rest of these eggs out the way, and then we're going to end the stream for the day. I'm just going to be walking around. I mean, heck, maybe I might get another shiny Psyduck like I did over here. Oh, we got an egg. Wait, Wooper spawns over here? Oh, I forgot it spawns in the pond. Is he cute? I don't know. I don't really know how to scale cuteness for people, so. Alright, we finally got the eggs hatching, so that's good. I don't know. Look, I was just mentioning it because you have a similar name to one of his friends. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Even though I'm about to end the stream in a little bit, how's everybody doing? Dum bum 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 ba-dum. Nope, not shiny. Hey, 203 subs, nice. Dang, we've grown a lot today. Alright, how many left? 2 more. Oh, we got another egg hatched. Dang it, why isn't the stream... I can't read the chat. I really kind of want to watch the dang Mario movie. I keep getting ads for it. Alright. Oh, we got a female. Imagine we get 2 shinies in one stream. That'd be awesome. Alright. I'm honestly kind of shocked we haven't hit 2 hours yet, but right after we do, that'd be really awesome. Alright. Gotta get these out of the... I'm sorry that it's so glitchy right now. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. Alright. Alright, we got one final sleeve of the shiny, possible shiny eggs. Let's go out with the bang. I just can't believe I got the shiny Wooper. I didn't need it, but I just thought it was a cool Pokemon to get. Alright. Imagine the first egg out of this is the shiny one. That'd be awesome. Wait. Is that? No, that's not shiny. Whoopers, they're green. What's the... Oh, that's a Fletchling. Fletchling is not shiny, you're not shiny. That's a Lechonk. Alright, we got Capapoko. I don't think Pokemon spawn in this area. No, they spawn over here, though. Alright, Capapoko. We got Mother Chonk. We got a Spider. Bro, Lechonk is the best Pokemon they've ever released, in my opinion. I mean, it's a literal pig, and its shiny is perfect. Alright, we should be able to finish off the eggs before the 2-hour mark. Alright. I'm actually I find it really funny how I've gotten a single shiny in each stream. Hey, welcome third person. You're just in time to watch the end of my stream. After I finish off these eggs, I'm heading off. Let's hope we get the shiny Rowlet. This is the last bit of eggs. And then after that, I'm going to head off the stream. How many we got left? 3 more eggs. We got 3 chances. Let's see if those 3 chances will be a winner. What's that? I wonder why it's taking me to this screen on this page of the thing. Dun, dun. Nope, we got a regular Rowlet once again. Alright. Alright, is any of these shiny? Wait, is that? No, they're gray. The wings on the shiny fletchling are usually golden. So that's not shiny. Gotta hop in, not shiny. Alright. Why is it doing this on this route? It's so weird. Alright. And we hit the 2-hour mark. No shiny. Alright, guys. One final egg. Alright. I think that. Yep, one final egg. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get a shiny. In fact, I'm going to walk this one. See ya. See ya, Galaxy Gamer. Thanks for staying for most of the time. Well, stay for this one final egg, man. You never know. Ooh, 5 likes. Nice. Alright, let's see. Is it going to be shiny? And it's not shiny. Oh, well. Thank you, everybody, for watching the stream. Thank you, guys, for 203 subscribers. I am very thankful for all of this. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time I stream, whenever that will be. Alright.